Oh my! What have we here? The first True Damage Productions webcast. I'm Chris. We have a Poogie!
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 I'm Ian. I also right now go by Kaito.
We have a zombie.
We have a zombie in the background. This is one of our setups where actually we have two areas we can set up in the living room, just to let you guys know. This is for when it's like just me and Chris, or Chris and someone else, or me and someone else, or, you know, etc., etc.
Pairs of two.
Pairs of two, or three, because we actually could stick someone right here and just have
Or right
the,
here on my lap.
HP cam hitting back. The reason why we're using two cameras right now is because it just seems a little bit easier for us. Also, making a special appearance at Shaggy's laptop. Hope
And
he
it's
doesn't
Poogie.
mind. Just using it to keep track of stuff. Don't worry, Shaggy, I have not posted anything on your Facebook. I'm just using your Facebook to look at my Facebook page and wall, so
And porn.
I am not looking at porn.
I am.
That's you. So, just a little bit of an update. It's a Monday, finally, and I said on the blog site that we would actually be updating on Monday. Well, it's been way too many Mondays have passed.
We went through stuff.
We went through a lot of things. Konnichiwa was fantastic for those of you who were there. We were glad you could join us, especially for those who came out to Cosplay Coliseum. For those of you who joined the rest of the group at PCC, I heard you guys all had a wonderful time. I myself was at Fanime, and I had a fantastic blast, and I would recommend it to anybody. I'm definitely going next year, and I can't wait to stay at the Doubletree again. Free cookies! Upon that, there's been some stuff that has happened. As you can see, we are no longer, well, from what you've heard, we are no longer at my house. Reason being is because we all decided to move out and move in together because, well, living at home wasn't a stable situation for any of us, and some of us didn't like the confinements.
I just have to say, living here, it's a madhouse. A madhouse!
It definitely is. So, definitely, we love living together so far. It's Chris, me, Nick, and Shaggy. Oda's always welcome over. A lot of people are welcome over. We're having a party this weekend, sort of, maybe. I don't know. At the apartment, right here. Right here.
No,
right.
is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, I may have to edit that part out. Who cares? Nah, who cares?
We didn't say anything.
So, for those of you, this is going to be like an updated introduction for those of you who don't know what you're about to get into. What you're about to get into is
My pants.
apparently. Ooh.
Oh my.
What y'all about to get into is far worse than anything you could ever have imagined. No. We
definitely
like to talk about anime, video games, music, movies, tokusatsu, the brand of Japanese drama, specifically the Super Sentai and Kamen Rider aspect of things.
I have to go finish watching Garo.
I have to finish watching Garo too, and I've only seen episode 1. How do you
So
think
have
that
I.
makes me feel?
I have up to 23 downloaded.
Oh man,
I think there's only 26 too. So we'll marathon it.
Yeah.
We can marathon.
So, we have a few things that we're going to talk about here. One of which is the situation of why we've been so busy. Specifically right now, I have just lost my job. I am looking for a new one, and I'm staking out a few places. I'm staking out one in particular, and I have my gun set towards getting my job there. I would really like to work at where I'm pushing for. If that doesn't work, I've always got some backup plans that I'm working on. We've also been working on the conventions that are upcoming. Sabo, TuCon, we may be going to. We're still on the fence about it. I know I could call her one of our partners, my girlfriend Luluco, Joyce Tammany. She is going to be wanting to try some new content out at TuCon. We have something we do want to try out there. Something we're also
two?
going to be filming here.
Maybe
Two?
three?
Maybe three?
One.
No, 3.
One.
Yeah, 3. There's 3 up there that we
Yeah,
haven't tried
3.
yet. We're looking over at a whiteboard over in the corner. Eventually, you guys will see it.
It's a very sexy lady holding up a whiteboard going, oh my.
Oh my.
I
There is
wish.
no sexy lady here. We wish.
Well, there was one
my
this
phone
weekend.
is going off. This is This is very, very impromptu, guys. So please, kind of.
It's fine.
Forgive us.
We're having fun.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. We're going to be introducing you a little bit, which means in a few minutes I'm going to take off one of the cameras and take you around a little virtual tour. It's kind of messy in here, but we're basically going to be focusing on what's in front of us and to the sides of us, which is the nerd wall.
Whoa!
I did ask some of you guys to talk to us and tell us what
Some
you
topics.
guys give us some things to throw out at us. Brenda wants to know about some of the summer movies we're looking at and upcoming conventions. Speaking of which, I have to pull up Fandango. I know I want to see The Amazing Spider-Man really badly, specifically because it's more of the Spider-Man that I love, which is the Spider-Man that is a jerk to villains everywhere.
And isn't Tobey Maguire.
And isn't Tobey Maguire. Not that I have anything against Tobey Maguire.
It's just his portrayal of Spider-Man, and I don't know whose fault it was. Probably more the director's, but he's just so whiny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had no interest myself in seeing Prometheus. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it. A lot of people who are all like, well, it was good when I saw it, but the more I think about it, the more it tends to get on my nerves. I definitely think we'll probably, at the end of the summer, have Lane come over and hang out with us for a few. That way we can talk about all the
movies that he's seen, because
all
he
the-
goes and sees most of them.
Yeah, The Dark Knight Rises I'm definitely looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to it, but I don't think it's going to be able to live up to the hype and it being the end of a trilogy.
I don't care. Anne Hathaway is Catwoman. And you know what? Everyone's going to hate me for it, but oh man, she looks so good.
I just like Catwoman.
Yeah. Rock of Ages looks really good. Rock of Ages has been something on my C list for quite some time, so I really actually do want to see Rock of Ages. I'm a bit of a musical fanatic. Also, and this is one of the weird ones, if we scroll down a bit, definitely going to talk about, whatchamacallit, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah.
That is the greatest idea that doesn't even deserve to be a film, but it just sounds so good. I'm definitely going to want to try seeing that and seeing how long I can sit through the theater before I either don't enjoy it or get bored of it. But I definitely think I'm going to go into it and love it. Something I want to see that you don't is Brave.
Well, hey, I may see...
You have beef with Disney.
I have beef with Disney, but it's Disney making that one.
It's Disney Pixar.
See?
Okay, so you want to see it because it's a Pixar movie?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have beef with Pixar. I have beef with Disney.
That's understandable. Let's see here. I am taking a look at some of the pages here. I know there's some stuff that's coming up that we're all looking forward to, but most of it's coming out in July. So, let's see. After this, we'll move on to the next topic. I'll looking a bit to July, and then we'll come back to this topic later. I'm not sure how I feel about the new Ice Age movie.
I haven't heard anything about it.
It's the next one of the series called Continental Drift.
Huh.
I'm not sure. I know it was announced. I haven't seen anything for it. Definitely not sure if I'm looking forward to it. So I'll have to wait. See there.
And a brief explanation. We don't have cable, so we see like no movie trailers at all.
Yeah, I see the movie trailers that grab me on YouTube and everything. Oh, Born Supremacy. I want to see that movie so bad. Like, it comes out this summer, I believe.
No, Born Supremacy's already out.
No.
Yeah. Born Supremacy.
Legacy. Born Legacy. I'm sorry. Born Legacy. I'm just like, I'm a huge, like,
because it was Identity, Supremacy, Ultimatum.
And I am a huge fan of the series. And Jeremy Renner playing the lead character, I have this, what Joyce would call a huge man crush for Jeremy Renner. Like, Journey Runner's in a bunch of my favorite movies. One of which of them I haven't even seen, but, like, I've seen so many clips of The Hurt Locker that I've just, like, I really want to see that movie, and I still haven't seen it, so I'm going to try and find it. I love Bourne Legacy. The trailer for it was fantastic, and I cannot wait to see that movie at all. I'm just, like, sitting here foaming and going, like, give me a movie now. So that's a lot of movies that we're having coming.
Okay, so next topic.
Next topic, we are
Piggies. Here you go. Piggies.
Piggies, anime piggies, video game piggies.
Well, anime, video game piggies. It's all the same.
So Key wants to know our summer picks and our spring favorites. I regrettably did not see very many spring anime. Sorry.
I can't really comment because I am so behind on all of that, and I don't keep up to date. It's, hey, you should go see this. Okay, I put it on a hard drive and it sits there.
You want to know what my spring pick was? Fate Zero Season 2, and I haven't even seen a single episode of it. But when I watch all of it, dude, my mind will be blown. I already know the story because it's a prequel. But I really cannot wait to sit down and actually watch it. I'm probably going to actually sit down and pick up Sengoku Collection so I can take a look at that.
I had one on the list as Lupin. But I've only seen the first episode, so don't bitch at me. I've only seen the first episode. I know there are probably like 6 or 7 now.
For me, I've had a lot of I've seen a lot for what's coming out for summer. I'm definitely going to say that one of my picks to watch is going to be Muv-Luv Alternative, and I really can't wait for that. I never got to play the games. I really want to see this. I really hope it's adapted well.
Looks
and
interesting.
It has such a following in Japan that it really is finally getting what it deserves. One of the other ones I want to see is Oda Nobuna.
No, you have a...
Yeah. Looks really good. We'll probably put links to the lineup in the description after we film this.
It all just looks the same. A lot of it looks the same. There's one or two that stand out. It's like, ooh, I'm going to go look at that.
Well, Fairy Tail's finally getting a movie, and I can't wait to see that either. The Code Geass special, Nunnally in Wonderland, is coming out. That's actually coming out next month on the 27th. That looks interesting, to say the least. Some of the other things that I need to actually also catch up on. I'm waiting so much for the 11th Striker to come out on DVD, and I'm not going to get it for a full year, so I'm going to see that when it comes out. I will admit that I'm going to see Precure All-Stars New Stage when it comes out on DVD as well, because I like Precure.
Oh, and
so
for those of you who don't know, the 11th Striker is the new Conan movie.
Yeah, I'm a huge Detective Conan fan. It's not Case Closed. It's Detective Conan. So that's a lot about that. I know there's some stuff that we probably didn't mention that we could have, because I've only brought up one, but I know there's a lot more stuff that was coming out in spring that I did not get to look at, so I will have to take a deeper look into that at some other time. We also got going down. We have our living situation is quite fantastic.
I live in a closet.
I have my own room. Nick and Shaggy and Chris share a room respectfully, but the cooking is what's really the great part, especially when we start cooking at 2 in the morning.
I don't know. I think back to what we ate that first time, and honestly, now it disgusts me. But at the time, it was amazing.
Well, you know, if you ever had the chance, you'd always make it again, because it still tasted as good.
At 2 in the morning.
At 2 in the morning.
It has to be under that. It has to qualify under that. It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it's that 2 in eat. It's that 2 in the morning feel. I'm gonna eat this. Chris is a good cook. I've cooked quite a bit. As you can see, I'm drinking both water and Dr. Pepper. I'm actually taking my first sip out of this.
I'm drinking a mix of Dr. Pepper and grape.
That actually sounds kind of good.
Yeah, it's okay. The Dr. Pepper's flat.
It's... So, like, we've made stuff at 2 in the morning, and our concoctions are completely weird. We'll talk about one in a future segment.
Yeah.
When we actually have one of the other cooks over here.
The other thing was assembling the wall. Dear God, look at the wall.
That's what it is.
When we pan to the wall, please be excuse the fact that it is not OCD organized yet.
Yeah, he's gonna say that. I'm actually gonna say that too. We're not very organized with our nerd wall yet, and the reason being is
we have to show a close up of the power cable.
Yeah, we just haven't had time.
But along with the wall, we have come to know it as the Legion.
Yes.
It is almost every video game console I own connected to each other.
Really quickly, it's just the two of us are here. And we saw most of the content anyway. Let's talk about E3 for a moment.
E3.
I was...
It was an E3. There was not much that came out of it. But, again, it's an annual thing. They're going to do it. They're going to hype it up. So, what was something that you really liked out of it?
I really like the fact that Nintendo announced 23 games. I mean, they're not all hard, like, franchises we've all seen and we all love. Like, Pikmin was one of those games that just came out, we were like, okay, Pikmin, so...
There were a few new titles, but, yeah, a lot of it seems to be, here's the next one in a series for the consoles.
Yeah.
Like the new Super Mario.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, I mean, one of the ways it was is they were pretty much showing us mostly what we've already seen before, but they didn't come out with something that was, like, obviously new to us. And one of the biggest complaints that I actually had for Nintendo was they did something that I would have deemed unforgivable. On Wednesday, on their Twitter, they announced Fire Emblem Awakening was coming to the States. They had a Nintendo 3DS conference that evening.
Day.
But they didn't decide to say, hey guys, we've got this trailer for you and we're going to show it to you because Fire Emblem matters in the US and you guys like Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been nice to have that announcement on stage because that's one of the core titles that Nintendo has that just, like, it grabs people. They're not ready for some of you who are all, like, going to be, where's the next Smash, where's the next Zelda, where's the next, etc. Well, one, we just got Skyward Sword, so if they're going to announce a Zelda game, it's going to be on
handheld.
Yeah, it's going to be on the 3DS.
Because it's been 3 years now since Spirit Tracks came out.
And we're not counting Ocarina of Time because that is a remake. That is not a new game.
But if we believe, or if we speculate what we've seen on the internet with that few little gift set,
then the next
may be a
remake
redone version of Majora's Mask for the 3DS.
Which I would like, but I would prefer that to be released on a console. That's just me. That's me being gripey.
I liked that for the Nintendo panel, it was not, okay, let's spend the entire hour talking about what the Nintendo Wii U can do. It's, okay, here's some of what it can do. Here's a ton of games.
That was, like, really good. One of the things about that, I really like the fact that they didn't say that during their pre-press conference, they pretty much brought up all the questions of the Wii U and they showed you and told you about what it can do and everything, but during their actual press conference, they were like, games, that's it. We spent like 10 minutes, 15 minutes talking about the way the online experience is going to kind of be like, because, you know, we need to actually address that question.
Because what Wii games do we have that are actually online?
Animal Crossing City Folk, Brawl was online. There's not a lot of titles because the friend code system is what destroyed that.
Yeah, but ours, the only one we've really played online was Monster Hunter Tri.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Tri really didn't need the friend code system though.
It didn't. All you needed was usernames.
Yeah. So it's cool because
it's fun. But there was something to be desired from the Wii's Wi-Fi or
Yeah.
wireless. So
Their system was flawed for the Wii's wireless system, but they're looking to change that with the Wii U. So them talking about that was great. One of the things that we didn't hear was the price point. And that actually kind of, I wasn't saddened by, because with Nintendo they like to do this thing where they like to wait till it's near console release, and then they like to release their price point. So I'm pretty sure we're going to hear it at Tokyo Game Show.
probably, but do we want to speculate a price point?
I want to say 250.
I would probably say 252 because that's what the Wii came out at.
Yeah, and
The
they're
Wii started
going
that, the 3DS came out at that price point. It's dropped. I believe that later this year we're going to get another 3DS price drop,
yeah.
but I'm not sure of that.
I wouldn't be so sure of that either. I would wait till about halfway, the halfway point between the holiday sales and next year. So like when everybody's returning extras of gifts that they've got, they're going to be like, and here's a price drop.
And hopefully that'll be because, hey, DS3D or 3DS2.
That way, you got that analog stick peripheral that's really dumb. Yeah, we're gonna like actually put it on the system and make the screen wider.
Because they'll probably make it 3DS XL.
Yeah. So that would be really nice to see.
Okay. Couple games we liked. Far Cry 3. Oh my God, that demo.
The
With
single
water,
player
where
demo.
I gave up. I threw my hands in the air. I'm done. What
if
the guy is swimming through the water. He comes to a pier. He jumps up, grabs a guy, drags him underwater, stabs him, and then jumps out of the water. That was so beautiful. I quit.
Yeah, like if you haven't seen it, go look that up, because when he drags the guy down into the water, the particle effects for when he stabs him, the bubbles coming out of the guy's mouth, and
The
when
distortion
he
from the water.
yeah, the distortion from the water when he gets out of the water and it just like coming off of his face was amazing. Watch Dogs looks fantastic. That is like my pick of E3. I am amazed by that game. It literally drew me in on the concept of, hey, you get to control a city OS system that controls the entire city. Like, you get to control an operating system that controls the entire city. And when you find bad people, you can kill them. And it's multiplayer.
What? And there was one more. What was the other one that we were like? The demonstration of The Last of Us.
Oh yeah, the demonstration of The Last of Us was really amazing. Only really just because when he grabbed that guy and he was holding him like
That's
this,
what I liked.
and he put the gun forward, the guy started to struggle, and his aim
your
was...
crosshairs actually get distorted from it.
Yeah,
But
so...
I liked Metal Gear Solid, so I liked the way this looks as tactical. You have to be discreet, hide behind stuff. All of this in an open world, and
Beyond
since it's
also.
not a
Yeah.
oh yeah Beyond.
And since so far, like, we haven't seen any zombies, and I'm actually hoping this game goes like, you're never going to see zombies in this game. You will
Look,
next to never see them.
One of the things I want to see out of it, I know would be hit or miss in a game, but I don't want to know why. I want it to be, I'm that guy. He lived through it. He knows why. But we're not going to find out except for like little snippets throughout the gameplay. That would be cool and interesting. But for a mass audience, that they would not like that. I don't think they would like that. And then we saw Revengeance.
For Vengeance is so silly.
It looks like it'll be fun though.
Oh, it does. It definitely really does.
That and then I'm so excited for Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Yay!
And the
Mirror of Fate. Yep. Which
so far they've announced 3 out of 4 playable characters. I actually
Trevor, Simon, and Alucard now.
Trevor, Simon, and Alucard. That's like a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That is a lot.
I am curious because they've said that Lords of Shadow 2 is going to be the end of this kind of story arc and interpretation. And I'd probably know that Kojima is like, okay, let's write this all out now, and then we'll have multiple releases.
Yeah.
Because we've already seen it. This is going into 3 generations, because Simon is the son of Trevor, who is the Unknown Son of Gabriel.
3 generations. This is actually really awesome.
It is. And the interesting thing was Gabriel was, I think, 32 in the game. Trevor is going to be 27, and then Simon's 36 when you play him. So it's interesting. I'm curious how Lords of Shadow 2 is going to tie in with the actual ending to Lords of Shadow, not where he becomes Dracula. Spoiler alert if you didn't already know. But if you saw the Lords of Shadow 2 commercial, you knew.
Yeah, you knew.
But where he is in the present day.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm like, how are you going to tie this in, Kojima?
Yeah, that I definitely want to see that. P4A, Persona 4 Arena. Everybody's been just like, everybody we know at least who likes Persona has been like, this game looks amazing, or this game looks stupid still, or whatever you want to say.
The problem is, I don't know why Persona 4 got so big. I just don't get it.
It was an easier system than 3. That's exactly what...
Barely.
You could control your people, I think, was the major
You could do
difference.
that in FES. FES, they added the option to control your other players.
But people who played FES or who played Persona 3 probably were all like, FES, oh, it's just a rehash.
Rehash and a continuation of the story. But still, I like that in P3. Look, you're a person. You're in my party. I respect that you have options, but I'm going to smack you if you do that again.
Yeah. I really don't know what it is about P4. A lot of people say it's the characters. A lot of people say it's the story. I'm not going to take sides, because here's the reason why. I have played Persona 4. I have not beaten it. I know a lot about Persona 3. I own Persona 3, the original Persona 3.
There's that one, and then there's that one, and then there's that one, and then, hey, look, the other two.
I own Persona 3. I have not touched it yet. I have not had the chance to touch it. And the reason being is because I have other things on my part of the wall that I need to touch, and some of the stuff on his part of the wall that I need to retouch and get into.
At some point, you really should go touch that, because I've enjoyed that a lot.
I am. I'm just going to hate every single moment that Bufu gets casted.
Marin Karin.
Marin Karin, too. I cast Bufu on things I shouldn't.
My only problem with 3 was on the normal playthrough. I was at the secret dungeon before I beat the game, so I leveled up farther than I needed to be, and I beat Nyx on my own. Single party, went in, smacked her.
Yeah, I actually want to do that myself.
It's kind of hard. The secret dungeon is hard.
Oh, well, no, yeah.
Look, monsters that can kill me in one hit everywhere!
I would still do it. I would still take the challenge, because it's
we can boot up my save and you can try it.
So yeah, there's that. Persona 4 Golden.
Remake, the anime, the movie, and Arena.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of Persona 4 in the air.
I'm still waiting for Persona 5, actually. Because they're going to use the Catherine engine, and oh my god, I love that game.
They're going to use the Catherine engine for the cutscenes. They're going to have to build a new combat system around it, but that's not that hard.
It's not hard, but still, those cutscenes in Catherine are great.
Yeah, they are.
And fantastic. I still enjoy the difference, but I still enjoy that they give us both animated cutscenes and in-game cutscenes.
And the in-game cutscenes look almost just as good as the animated cutscenes.
I like both of them, but the in-game ones, they display so much character.
Yeah.
Or they have so much emotion in the game that it's like, I enjoy that.
You know, when I reach over like that, I'm touching the trackpad because my computer likes to turn its screen off after a while. Everybody's computer likes to do that. But I want to make sure this thing stays up. That way it doesn't shut down on us and this stops.
Next.
We really don't have any more.
Are we done with E3?
Yeah.
Was there anything from E3 we needed to talk about else?
Microsoft needs to stop trying to imitate Nintendo.
And
a lot of you guys are probably going to think Smart Glass is a great idea. All I saw was, hey, look, your tablet is just like the Wii U tablet, only you can't play games on it. Why do I care?
Sony's picture book.
Wonder Book.
Pop-up book, whatever. That can be interesting, I didn't like that we spent almost 20 minutes talking about Harry Potter about it.
Yeah, I really wish they would have shown more. And with the Wonder Book technology, what I'd really like to see, since Konami has sole rights now to Yu-Gi-Oh!, I would really like to see the game division walk up to their standard division and say, hey guys, let's partner up with PlayStation and start releasing...
Instead of Nintendo.
Instead of Nintendo, and start releasing cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! That work with the Eye. That way I get Eye of Judgment in Yu-Gi-Oh! Form. Like, Lane was talking about that in Joanne's, and I want that. I want that so much.
That would be very fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially if they have an online feature.
Oh, yeah. No, and that's what the Eye of Judgment was missing, was an online feature.
Because online feature in Yu-Gi-Oh! Think about how many copies you could sell. Think about how many new PS3s would sell with the iToy. Or, not the iToy, the Move, I'm sorry.
Yeah, with the Move. And it would sell a lot.
It would increase their sales, and then...
They would
Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament.
Yeah, it would pass Xbox in no time flat with those.
Because they're what? 100,000 consoles behind?
It's a few million.
Oh.
But
that's a Christmas season.
Yeah, that's literally like, you announce it, boom,
that's a Christmas season
boom.
If you have the stuff to back it.
And a lot of people are saying that they're going to announce new consoles next year. And
we're in year 7? No, we're in 6. Next year will be 7 for
PlayStation.
For PlayStation, year 8 for Xbox.
Okay, so I think Xbox might announce their next system next year.
I think they'll hint at it and say, it'll be like the Revolution. When Nintendo said, "Hey, Revolution," 3 years later we got the Wii.
Yeah.
So for when they showed the PlayStation 3 with the Boomerang controller.
Yeah. I really hope.
By the time they come out, these consoles will be pretty close to the end of their lifespan. In general, just for business-wise, I don't think they'll reach.
I think they've already started working on them. I just think they're not going to announce something until. Oh, and we have a visitor.
No.
Not really.
Nick, wave, we're on webcam. I love that look because he's in frame there and there.
Yeah, and he's kind of in frame over here.
Yeah, so I said here and there.
So, that's Nick. Nick's home.
We're doing a...
we're going
to take a pause.
We're going to take a break, and we'll upload this in 2 parts, guys.